Hello folks, Stone Dog here, and I just got finished watching your video on proving the existence of an eternal God. And first off, I'll go ahead and go with your premises that time as we know it, meaning time as we observe it in this universe, most likely could not have been infinite. At least, okay, eternal, technically the way you put it. And if there wasn't time and there was a beginning to this universe, then very likely there also was no matter, or technically energy. It's energy that can't be created or destroyed. When you split an atom, you break it down into pure energy. But that energy can only be transformed between one type and another type. It cannot be created or destroyed. And so there was no energy or matter, technically, and there was also no space. Thusly, you can also conclude one other thing there wasn't were the laws of physics. Basically, that means that law saying that things like matter can't be created or destroyed is wrong, because the physical laws are not there. Now let's start out with the premise of your line of eternity. Okay? This entire line has absolutely no physics, set laws of physics. At one point, does spontaneously come into existence. And that, in fact, splits a point off, as you can see here, where our universe is. And it, of course, the spontaneous creation of this matter creates this universe, and it expands. It becomes matter, there's time then, and all this. So all of a sudden we do have a universe. Now, looking at it this way, one also could assume that very likely at any given point along this eternal line, multiple times could this occur, as you see here. So very likely ours is not the only universe, as well as you can conclude that because this line is eternal, and since the laws of physics are not there, that there are also an infinite number of other universes being created spontaneously all the time. Of course, these are all outside of our universe. So basically what I'm saying is that eternity without matter, time, and space is possible. In fact, almost obviously true. But time as we know it, finite time, can spontaneously generate because the laws of physics are either, there may be a set law of physics we don't understand there, and one of them may very well be that matter can be spontaneously created, but as soon as it is created, then it creates space and time as we know it, and the laws of physics, and therefore a universe. And as I say, that basically means throughout this entirety of eternity, new universes are continuously spawning into existence, which also makes it the fact that there's pretty much, well, then an infinite number of universes being spontaneously created, that there will be some in which life happens to be. Thusly, we obviously are one of those universes that was spontaneously created that life could exist in, and we are here now. And basically that's what I'm trying to do to disprove God. Now, this line of eternity does not have to be God. It simply has to have either no physical set of laws at all, or a different one than the physical laws that we encounter in this universe, allowing for matter to spontaneously come into existence. Once it does, like I said, it creates a point off of here where then you get time, and what is an infinite amount of time, even though the matter in that universe may not be. Anyway, that's basically my point, and feel free to approve this, since I didn't use any foul language or anything like that, and feel free to try to disprove this.